Mr. Renfro, and I'm talking to you in front of the Gettysburg National Cemetery. National Cemetery is where Lincoln gave his November speech called the Gettysburg Address in 1863. As you'll see, I'm going to span around, you'll be able to see the gate or the entrance into the cemetery, and you also will see the name of the Union states that have men buried here. You'll have the state of Maine, New Hampshire, Vermont, Massachusetts, Rhode Island, Connecticut, New York, New Jersey, and finally Pennsylvania. On the other side, you've got Delaware, Maryland, West Virginia, Ohio, Indiana, Illinois, Michigan, Wisconsin, and finally Minnesota. So we're going to take a walk in to the cemetery itself and show you around a little bit. This says that 6,000 soldiers are buried here at the cemetery, and you can see that here's a diagram of the cemetery itself. You'll see Soldiers National Monument, and then around it's like a semicircle, and we'll go up there in a minute and I'll show you what I'm talking about. So as we're walking into the cemetery, you can see straight ahead there's a huge monument. There's several monuments in here, and there's a lot of these monuments are dedicated by the states that those soldiers died from in the battle here. So let's walk around. That's a statue of John Reynolds. General John Reynolds, he was shot and killed here at Gettysburg. As we continue walking here, I want you guys to be mindful that this is a place that should be respected, because these men certainly died. And as you can see, as many tombstones as you see, these tombstones are from World War II, most of these. Let me show you these. Okay, now you see all those tombstones. Those are soldiers, sailors, Marines, people who fought for your country. So freedom certainly isn't free. These people fought and died for their country. And as we move this way, you'll see some more headstones over here. And just beyond the headstones, you'll see the National Monument. Now the National Monument is where Lincoln gave his Gettysburg Address. And I'll pan around here so you can see the New York monument dedicated to the soldiers by the state of New York. And let me continue on around through here. A lot of folks buried here. It's really, really impressive, but at the same time, it just shows you exactly how war affects people. Okay, so we're gonna move closer in here, and I want to show you. You'll see some stones, and I hope you can see what I'm talking about. See stones, and then you'll see some concrete going around through there, and this makes a complete semicircle around this huge statue that dedicated. And you'll see that these are, on the other side, these are numbered. Each one of these is numbered, and you'll understand why in just a minute. But you can see the statue right there, and these go completely around the statue in a semicircle. We're on the far side right now. It's unbelievable. Okay, we'll continue walking up through here. Let you guys look at me every once in a while. I know that's kind of scary, but Here we go. All right. See some artillery cannons that they've dedicated here to some of the troops who were artillery and shot cannons during the war. Okay. Now, at the front of this semicircle of just stones, you can see the stones going all the way back through here. Let's get on over to the front of these stones. You will see that there is a marker. And on this marker it says there's 143 bodies in this little space here that are unknown. These soldiers, we don't know who they are. And basically from about right here, if I pan on around, okay, those are the 143 guys just in this spot right here. So as I continue walking around here, you'll see even more of these grave markers, and they have the states that I showed you at the front. Here's Illinois, and it says 6 bodies here, and if you look straight ahead, you'll see some tombstones there. And if I pan on around here, you got some West Virginia guys, and it says 11 bodies, and if you look back here, you can see the 11 guys who were from West Virginia, and their names are on here on this concrete. Let me continue on to the next one. Okay. So as we move around here, you're going to see more and more of this. It's unbelievable. As I walk around here, I'm walking over dead soldiers. I mean, it's kind of morbid, but at the same time, it's a fact. These guys, you know, they fought and they died in the Civil War. So continue to move on through here, and it's just, I'll just show you a little bit of it. Just name after name, and then here's another unknown. So the person buried right here, they don't know his name. Okay, continue on. We still don't know their name. Okay. So anyway, this is a very special place, and there's a tour group right here who's taking a tour of the monument. At this monument is where Lincoln is going to give his speech, his famous Gettysburg speech. And in that speech, Lincoln said that we came here to honor the men who fought here. You know, over 50,000 guys died here at Gettysburg. And he said it was fitting that we should do this. It was the right thing to do, that we should come here and that we should honor them. At the same time, he said whatever we could say here could never take the place of what sacrifices they had made. And it's very important that we remember that these men, you know, they died fighting for what they believed in. Some of them supported the South, and some of them supported the Union. Okay, so I'll keep moving around, show you guys some more stuff here. All right, see, we continue to go in a semicircle all the way around. Some of these stones you can read a little bit better. We got unknown again. And this continues on past those folks, and you'll see another group of unknown soldiers in those same blocks that I showed you earlier. They're on this side of the monument as well. So it's unbelievable. I mean, how many people are buried here, first of all? Now here there are 425 bodies that are buried on these markers. And you can see all of those. It's just an unbelievable sight. Now, we'll continue on around here. The tour has moved, so I'm gonna have to go around this way first. Show you guys some more cannons. Straight ahead, there's more cannons. Now, just a little story. There was a girl who died during the Civil War. She was a citizen of Gettysburg. In her grave, and they have a statue by it. I believe is I'm gonna put this camera through the fence. Is through here. You'll see a flag straight ahead there, and I believe her body is buried there. It's the only civilian casualty from the city of Gettysburg, or the town of Gettysburg. She was the only one killed during this battle. She was shot, and the bullet went through her house, and it killed her while she was making biscuits, believe it or not. So, as I walk around through here, hopefully I'm not making you too sick. But anyway, again, we got a little closer to the monument, and you can see, you know, unbelievably, Lincoln here, the same place that I'm just about where I'm at, gave that speech, you know, honoring these people who died here. And the speech was only 2 minutes. And in the speech, Lincoln also said that we would not long remember what these men, you know, what words we say here today. We will not long remember the words that he said specifically here today. But here we are, 2012, and the Gettysburg Address is something that you guys have to know for your SOLs. So this is pretty cool. And I'm gonna move around here and show you a little bit more of the statue. Maybe I'll zoom in on it and see a little better. Okay. All right, so let me zoom in. You can see it says Gettysburg, July 1st, 2nd, and 3rd, 1863. And of course we've got, you know, different figures on the statue. And hopefully this tour group will move and I can go around and show you. They have bronzed the Gettysburg Address. They have put it, Lincoln's speech, into a bronze little monument thing over here to pay respect to Lincoln. And I don't know if I'm going to be able to do that with a tour group. I'll try to do it. What I'll do is maybe I'll go in front of them and be real quiet. Okay, so I'm going to do that. I'm going to go in front of them and be real quiet.
Cemetery, and therefore she determines that this bearded smudge in the picture is Abraham Lincoln, and she has the only known photograph of Abraham Lincoln at Gettysburg, and she determines something else. The crack in the glass is not a crack in the glass at all. It's a flagpole.
Snuck in and got you guys a little peek at where they've had Lincoln's speech. They put it in bronze right there in front of them. So anyway, I hope you guys have enjoyed this. This has been the coolest field trip for me. I really have enjoyed it. Gettysburg is not that far from Virginia. You know, it's only, I don't know, about an 8-hour trip by car. 8.5 hours. It's pretty cool. I hope someday that you guys get to come to Gettysburg and see this for yourself.